Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. You're finally here. If you're new, so glad you're here. You just made my day. Besides that, of course, if you're into colorful makeup, colorful styling, colorful everything, then you're right here in the best place you could possibly be. So please subscribe to my channel because that would just be perfect. Okay, now I want to do a whole box of mini reviews with you again because apparently last time you guys really liked that video, and it was the first time back then that I did mini reviews. And you know what? There's just nothing better than just chat about makeup, right? So that is what I'm going to do. Plus, I know that when I'm dedicating a video to like a review of one palette, not really doing so well those videos, you know? I don't know why, but maybe it's not entertaining enough. But you guys also can let me know definitely if there's anything wrong with those kinds of videos, because the views are sort of half of what my other videos get, you know? So yeah, so that's why I'm basically also just going to feature palettes or products that I've already reviewed in a dedicated video. In case you didn't want to watch this or didn't have time to watch it or whatever, I'm going to quickly just tell you what I think also in these mini review videos, and also refer you then to a more dedicated video in case there is one, because not of everything there is one. Okay, sweeties, I do have my shoebox. In this case, it's not a shoebox. This time it's a Beauty Bay box that I just cut the lid off. Massacre. And yeah, and we should go right in because seriously, there is quite a bit that we need to talk about. Okay, I want to first of all talk about Älva Cosmetics. Now, this has been in my pile of shame in all my unused makeup for the longest time. I want to say that I ordered this probably, is it 2 years ago? Is it 1 year ago? It's a long time ago. No matter what, you know, this is the Rosé Kisses palette, and I ordered this on release because I thought that there was such a beautiful rosy neutral palette. Now, I used this the other day when I had an appointment during the day and I felt like I didn't want to look like this for this official appointment. You know what I mean? So I did create a rosy look with this one, and it was so nice. And I know when I spoke about this palette, I remember it very clearly. When I spoke about this palette in the new makeup releases, I said, if doing a neutral palette, rosy neutral, whatever, then do it like this because this is so beautiful. And some of you even reached out to me and told me that after seeing that in my video and hearing me say that you bought this palette and that you really like it, and I felt so guilty that I had it this whole time lying in my drawer here where I have all my unused thingies that scream at me every single day, and I haven't tried it yet, but it is a very good palette. Just saying, I really enjoyed it. Really nice. So yeah, that's the Rosé Kisses palette by Älva Cosmetics. All right. In case you don't know, that's a US-based indie brand. Okay, let us also talk about this one. This is the Älva palette from Odin's Eye, and this is how she looks. This is my only product that I own from Odin's Eye, and that is of course a indie brand based in Sweden, which is really exciting because Europe is so much closer to me in sort of the Middle East, you know, than for example the US. So that is really nice. This is not my color scheme, definitely not. Obviously I got this as a gift from one of my besties, and I'm super grateful because even if it is not my color scheme, I get to try out a brand that otherwise I probably wouldn't, or not in the near future or whatever, you know. So I'm super grateful for this. And also this I used on a day where I needed a neutral look, because that even happens in my life, and I used this and I'm blown away. I loved it big time. Big time, seriously. And also I had a photo shoot on that day, of course, because I'm taking photo shoots every time I'm putting on makeup, but I don't think even that the photo shoot can, I don't know, show how beautiful this was. So beautiful. I loved it. Definitely loved it, and I'm definitely having this brand way more on my radar than I had before. All right, so these two I have not used on camera in any way, but of course the looks, all of my looks are coming up on my social media, which is all linked in the description box. And if you don't want to follow me everywhere and maybe just on one social media platform, then maybe choose the Leorah Cosmetics Instagram, because this is basically where you get most most content, you know. So anyway, so yeah, Nomad Cosmetics, this is the Iceland palette. This is how she looks. Also a super beautiful palette. There is already a review up on my channel that is absolutely dedicated with several looks with swatches and everything, in case you want to check this one out. Of course, this has been up and down YouTube so much because I really do believe, and I've also heard a lot of people say that this is the most spectacular palette that Nomad Cosmetics ever came out with, and I hope they will come out with more palettes like this, because this was just so spectacular, so special, and just like right up my alley, you know, like really beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Again, if you want to have more information, go to the dedicated video. Then I also want to speak about Styl Cosmetics. Oh, by the way, I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics. It's in my description box together with all of my other codes with different brands. Gives you 10% off. It's not affiliated. Okay, so Styl Cosmetics. Styl Cosmetics, I have 3 palettes here. There is also a very dedicated video to these 3 palettes here, and that's, I think I called it the Styl Cosmetics special or something. So I basically worked with these 3 palettes. I did looks with each palette, and then in the review I created one using all of them. Okay, so we have the Holiday Sleigh palette, we do have the Present palette, and we do have the Auras of Autumn palette. I don't know why I still have them in their sleeves. I came unprepared. Okay, so let me just really quickly show you how they look, in case you do like pressed glitters in palettes. Then you can have your fill here. Styl Cosmetics, I'm a huge fan. Just in case you're new and you don't know, I have Styl Cosmetics palettes. I want to say 6-7 Styl Cosmetics palettes, something like this, and as of right now when I'm filming this, there is another one on the way to me, and I'm a big fan. So just saying, I really like the matte formula, I really like the shimmer formula. It's a very traditional, good, solid shimmer formula, and then of course the pressed glitters with a very good binder, really pretty. So yeah, that is that. And then also the Holiday Sleigh palette, which confused, looks like this. Okay, so of course this is super colorful, which is, you know, it's me, so yeah. Anyway, in case you want to have more information, then please go to that video. You will find it, of course, on my channel page. Then also the Fluid FX, which is also, or the Fluid Fix, I really don't know how to pronounce it, honestly. I'm just gonna go for Fluid FX. This is also from Styl Cosmetics, and I also in that video compared it to the Dora line from Inglot. This is for loose glitters or for loose pigments. This doesn't work so well when you have glitters, pressed glitters or something like that. In that case, I would recommend, if you want to listen to me, I would recommend you go to Dora line or something else, but this works really well when you do have loose glitters or some kind of other thingy, you know. So plus, if you want to also compare the size, and I also did that of course in my review video, where you see that this is the Fluid FX from Styl Cosmetics, and this is the Dora line from Inglot. You can see the difference right here, and price wise it's unbeatable, you know. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to quickly throw that in so you know, in case you didn't see the review. Then something else I did I do a couple of looks. I think I did 2 looks with this palette, the Blueberry Muffin palette from BH Cosmetics, and yeah, let me show you. Let me show you. This is how she looks. This has of course a bit of a more muted vibe, but still kind of colorful a little bit, and I really liked this calmness in the palette. That's why I bought it. I also bought this on sale, I think in December 2020 or something. So I really like the vibe that this palette gives me. Did I like the performance? Not so much. Not so much, sorry. That's why I then decided after the second look to just put it into the mini review pile and not film with it, because I had intended to film with it, but I just felt like, yeah, you know, so it wasn't really, I don't think it compares to the formula in the Sweet Shop palettes. I don't know if there's a difference. I really don't know. Maybe it's just because the colors are more muted, and that throws me off, because the Sweet Shop palettes that I have, the Blueberry Muffin palette, no wait, the Bubblegum palette, sorry, and the Pistachio palette, I own both of those, and they worked really well for me, you know. But this one I felt was a little bit, you know, it was okay. It was okay, but it did not, I don't know. ignite the sparkles or something, you know? Yeah. Alright, then Delightfully Flawless. Let's talk about the Glam Gorgeous palette. There is also a review video up for this palette. This is also a US based indie brand. This is a very, very nice palette. Kind of soft but still colorful, and I really, really like the performance of this. For me, it really compares to Styl Cosmetics, and of course I like Styl Cosmetics a lot, so I also like this a lot, you know? Oh, I should also show you, I just remembered that I also have, of course, this lipstick that she sent me also, which is also really, really nice. So anyway, really, really like the performance. Again, there is a video, a review video with several looks and swatches up on my channel in case you want to check this out. And also here, this lipstick, this time I'm not breaking the component because this time I know I have to screw it. Does one say that? That sounds so bad. So anyway, it's like a beautiful, beautiful sparkly orange, and the performance was really, really nice. And also when you're kind of combining it with different lip liners, you can get like super, super nice effects out of this. So yeah, that was also super, super nice. Okay, then I don't know if I had this last time in my mini reviews, so I just wanted to quickly include it because I'm not 100% sure. So this is the Velvet Dances palette from Magix Cosmetics. This is how she looked, or looks. She still looks like that, and I love it. I absolutely love it. The performance was super, super good. It was from the first stroke of my brush, it was a pleasure. Super, super nice. Dedicated video is live on my channel. Is that true though? I don't know, because I had lost so much footage these days. I think there is a dedicated video, but it is not the original video that I had filmed, but that doesn't matter. So there is a dedicated video for this palette on my channel, because I think that the real review where I created the look on camera was lost in my corrupted footage that I had a lot lately. So yeah, anyway, yeah. You will hear everything I think about that palette in the video that I refilmed, and you will find it on my channel. Okay, now let's also talk about Rehab Cosmetics. There is also, of course, a review on these two beautiful palettes on my channel. So these are the first two palettes from Rehab Cosmetics. I think by now they have come out with a neutral palette. Is that, I think that's true. If not, then it could be that I'm mixing this up with another brand, but I was pretty sure that they came out with another palette in the meantime. So this launched at the beginning of January 2021. This is the Smoke Pit Therapy palette, which is just simply gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. I really like the performance. And also when I bought them together, this is the #Boundaries palette. Looks are up on my social media, and of course there is a dedicated review video for both of those palettes. Okay, then I don't know if that video is up yet or not. Yeah, so anyway, there's Glam Shop Poland. I have 4 palettes from Glam Shop Poland, 3 eyeshadow palettes, and then one is like a topper shade and highlighter palette. Okay, so let's quickly talk about those and then we're done already, sweeties. Okay, so I have the Fiolety palette. This is how she looks. These are all monochromatic 9-pan palettes, and I have to say that the performance was really, really nice. So this is of course a brand that is based in Poland, which is even like super, super exciting, even more exciting than a brand that is based in Sweden, because Poland is even closer to me, you know? So that is so, so cool. And the performance was really, really good. Sweeties, it's a bit fallouty and it's a bit kick-uppy in the pan, but it is really, really nice performance overall on the eye and everything, just that you have to deal with some fallout. But anyway, there is either a review up or it's coming, depending on what I can do in these crazy days. Yeah, so anyway, this is the green palette, which is called W Zielone, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. So this is the green palette, and then we also have the Niebieski 2020, which looks like this. So in my review video that is either coming or already up, I did 2 looks with each palette, and then in the video I create a look that is basically combining these 3 palettes. And I also use this palette, which is the Topper Shade / Highlighter palette, which looks like this. There are already swatches up on my Instagram if you want to see it. also, of course, in my dedicated video, I'm swatching all of these 4 palettes for you. Okay, so this I'm also using live in that video, and in case you're interested, please go and check that one out, because it might give you just an idea of that brand. You know, for me, it's a newfound love. Definitely, I will definitely have this brand on my radar 100,000%, you know, because it was really, really good, and it's close to me, which is nice for a change, you know, because usually like 90% of what I'm getting from the US, and it's very, while it's nice and I'm grateful, but it's very financially intensive. Does one say that? I don't know. But you can imagine if you have to pay for international shipping each time you order something, that is that's an issue, you know? But I am very, very blessed, because one of my besties lives in the US and actually collects my US orders and then sends them on to me in one go. So I basically pay for international shipping once instead of each time. But not everybody is that lucky, you know? So that's why I'm just saying, don't forget us people that are outside of the US. Right? Right. Okay, sweeties, I hope you did enjoy this. I really, really love to talk about makeup so bad, like in the worst way. I could do that all day, and I hope you enjoyed too. So if you did, then please give the video a like and give me your feedback in the comments down below. And of course, if you're new here, again, please subscribe to my channel, because that would be just absolute perfection. Of course, you will find my makeup of today in the description box, together with my discount codes and all of that, everything that you need to know. And if there's anything else you want to know, then contact me. Okay, sweeties, I shall see you here next time for my next video, which is gonna be super soon. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.